came over and he said, Lloyd, if I buy the farm, would you rent it from me? And I remember Alfred saying this, and maybe you can just buy it back, which I think Alfred would have sold us back the farm. Beth didn't want him to, because she liked being property owners. And so we rented from them for years, but that year we got the best crop Lloyd said that place had ever had. We paid the bank back, paid for a tractor.
What year are we talking?
Huh?
No.
The year he was born.
Yeah, 58, yeah. And
Oh, way back then.
I remember that. That's too far back.
Which tractor did we get?
That was the big, I don't know, he bought it.
Anyway, I would drive to town with Dad and with the berry truck.
Yeah.
And every time we come back through town, we'd stop at Alfred's place and he'd show him what the take was there.
Because Lloyd was honest. He was honest.
I mean, so and I said, why do we have to stop here every time? And I said to him, and he says, son, some things you're better. You'll understand better when you get older. He says, but for now we're just gonna leave it at that. He says to me, he says, maybe you could do something about it when you get older. He says, but he says you wouldn't understand if I told you. So I had no idea what all this about this.
Well, I don't think any of us knew
But you know what?
that we didn't own that place.
No.
And listen, twice we asked to buy the farm back, and Beth wouldn't let him sell it. I'm sure because it's Alfred was willing. And Lloyd said, finally at the end, he says, I'm not going to pay 16 prices for this farm.
Well,
They bought it for $10,000. They sold it for over $100,000.
Well, I remember once a year you guys would go down there and try to negotiate the price for the year.
Yeah.
Well,
We'd be home alone.
they would like
They did
to.
stuff.
They would like to take us to the restaurant and have a little celebration.
Remember that, Dan?
No, I don't.
Oh yeah, the lights would go out and we'd stick pennies inside to keep.
Oh, the fuse books. We'd have all the lights on in the house and we'd blow
And the only one
fuses.
that would do it was Larry because we were all scared.
Larry, will you put that?
You put Dad learned this in the Army. You put a copper penny in a fuse and it bypasses the fuse.
Right.
And if you blow a fuse again, you burn the house down.
Right. Yeah, because there's no fuse.
So we lived dangerously.
We were lucky we didn't burn that house down.
But
But
anyway,
a lot of times we ran out of fuses,
Right.
So what did you guys talk about when you went down there?
Or
oh well, I
You
think
know,
they wanted to take us to a restaurant and celebrate because they got paid good. Like
you know,
I think we paid all the expenses and they got 6%. I can't remember.
That was common back then.
Yeah.
Anyway, Dan, we blow a fuse, or Dad would. What happened is it'd be late at night, the hardware stores are closed, we'd be out of fuses,
Right.
and we want to watch TV or whatever, so we just put another
Penny
fuse
in there.
with a
But
penny
you know
in there.
what? Here's the thing. Now listen. So your dad had to go to the hospital.
It was in the fruit room.
Now listen. We had to go